Okay, so one of the requirements in this class is to make sure that your web sites that you develop are accessible, meaning that people with auditory, motor, or visual disabilities can get in and use your content. One of the ways to make sure that your site is accessible is to use the Wave toolbar. So I'm going to ask that you install that for the purposes of this class so that you can test your content. And I'm going to be using it to test your content to see if it passes accessibility checks. So to go ahead and install that, you'll go to Google, or this is one way you can do it, and just type Wave toolbar. It'll be the first hit. And there you go, you can just download it. Now this is a Firefox extension. There's not a Chrome version, there's not an Internet Explorer version, so you'll have to use Firefox. So go ahead and install, restart Firefox, and we should see it here momentarily. There we go. Okay, so here's the toolbar. Let's go to a website. So I'm going to go to usu.edu. And let's see how accessible the USU website is. Click on Errors, Features, and Alerts, and ta-da! Wave has detected no accessibility errors, but we should still check our page to make sure it's actually accessible. Okay, so what you see here, you see in green, these are things that are good for accessibility. It's noticing that there's alternative text for these images. Things that are yellow are alerts, things that aren't necessarily bad but aren't necessarily good, just alerting the developer to something to check out. So here it's saying, a more link is not necessarily going to mean something to someone on a screen reader who's just skipping through links. They won't really know the context of that more link. So it's just letting us know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let's try another site. Let's try one of our fellow Utah institutions. Let's see how UVU does on a wave check. Click. Oh, they've got accessibility errors. Okay, well, let's see. It says there are 6 accessibility errors, and I see those in red. So here's a form that's missing a label element so that a screen reader wouldn't necessarily know what to do with that. Here's an image that doesn't have alt text. Here are some more images that don't have alt text. And that's often what's going to be found by this accessibility toolbar. So yeah, if you want to have fun, go around and find different websites. See how they're doing. Let's see how they're doing on accessibility. Hey, U of U is actually doing well. They've got no accessibility errors according to the Wave toolbar. Let's check on one more. Let's go to utah.gov. This one shouldn't have any accessibility errors because I think it's required as a government website to be accessible. So let's click. Oh, they've got one, and I'm not seeing the red. I've noticed that with this toolbar is that sometimes you don't see the error, and you can't really even click and see what it is, which is a little bit aggravating. So maybe it's one of these things hiding out in a menu or something. At any rate, hopefully your sites may be simple enough that you don't run into this, but if you do your best to find it and make a comment in the notes that you make when you submit your assignment if you have one of these hanging out, just explaining what you've done to try to solve it, and we'll just go from there. So anyway, there's the Wave toolbar. There's some other things you can do here. The main one is just to use this errors, features, and alerts thing, but other tools here that you can use include the ability to view the order of the different structures here. This is the order in which the screen reader will move through the course or through the site. You can look at your site as just text, which also gives you the ability to see really how this site will read. You can see, okay, is my site, can it be read as an outline? Because when you think screen readers will move through content as if it's really an outline. It'll identify the headings and then the content that's within those headings. And so, you know, what happens? Where are those headings? Can your site be broken down into an outline? Okay, and then we can reset everything, all of these tools. We can disable the styles. We can look and see what all these icons stand for, get some help, etc. So there's the Wave toolbar. Use it, and all should be well. Thank you.